Emerged as perhaps the favorite for ACC Player of the Year. And the junior guard getting 16.6 assists per game. They're raining threes, Corey, right out of the gate.
Talking with Nate James earlier today, they just need for Cassius just to go be a basketball player. Oftentimes he starts to overthink the situation, but off to a great start here tonight.
The crowd, at least for the moment. Here's Goldwire, and that's going to be off target. Snatched away by Carey, and he stuffs it in. Vernon Carey Jr., the 6'10 freshman, with some authority. He has 4.
Having it their way here tonight. Vernon Carey on the offensive glass, and then the finish that they came out with on Wednesday night in Raleigh. And we could tell early today there was a fire lit under them by their coach, the Coach K, but we have not seen any of that problem here tonight.
He said it flat out. He said we were not competitive against NC State. Another one from long distance. This one by Stanley. Duke enjoying life in the top 10 rankings for the 40th consecutive poll. Shot clock to 5. Hurt driving in. He's got to get it in the air, and he banks in 2. Ashes Stanley. Jones will swing it. Goldwire took the bump. Got it up there, and he hit the shot. He even asked him about it.
And the craziest part about it, if they had, he would have put it to rest right away.
On the drive, Hurt. Some contact. He hits the deck. He'll go to the line looking for a three-point play.
But Trey Jones continues to disrupt teams defensively.
Wilkins launching. Got it. He hits a 3. Carey will try one. Got it. He rattles in a triple.
I've really got to do more research on the defensive player of the year side, but I know that he's going to be right there in the mix. I know there are a number of guys that can get involved in that conversation.
Start for Isaiah Wilkins, a sophomore from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. 7 points for the Hokies, but pounding it inside for Carey.
On their home court, but yet unable to do it, and they lost to a much more veteran Miami Hurricane.
O'Connell goes for the slam. He flushes it down.
Way up above the rim for the finish.
Nolly stripped from behind. Stanley, yes!
8 points in that game, but most importantly, the free throw miss, leading to during the second half of the season, especially in ACC play. And you go back to the game against Miami, 4 for 21 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3.
Too much dribbling, spun into the lane and lost it. Stanley, great defense by Beatty, the point guard, and a terrific save while sailing out of bounds.
And right now, you got to find Jalen Cone. That's the guy.
Cone swishes it
in that loss to Miami. Knocks down to 3, and Virginia Tech is going to need many more of those. And they're going to have to do something about Duke in the paint.
Heck of a shot. Well, he scored 26 in the game. He's hit a couple of big shots this season for the Hokies, too. He gets one up right now and sinks it.
Handle something of the such. And again, they had losses at Clemson. You know, and they lost at home to Louisville. Anything away from NC State, because Markel Johnson was spectacular in that game, as was Devin Daniels, as was Derek Funderburg.
He will kick it back out. The freshman will misfire there. Carey with the rebound.
And not getting back defensively. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You've got P.J. Horn returning, and you've got 2 redshirt freshmen in Tyrese Radford and Landers Nolly sitting out as Nolly's able to knock down to 3. No one would have guessed that they would be 6-9 in ACC play, and with wins over Michigan State and having the big wins they've had this season. So
Trey Jones is shredding everybody. Hokies trying to push the tempo. Radford again. Boy, that looked a lot like the shot that he hit right in front of the buzzer in the overtime game against North Carolina.
82.4 points per game. And this is a Blue Devils team that continues to try to find its way. And the coach can't be the first to tell you, they're not a great team yet.
Took the job in Blacksburg. Stanley, time to line up a 3. Yes!
We'll see him in a Duke uniform next year.
Did some big games at 22 in the overtime victory against Carolina. That wild one. Beatty from the corner. Yeah, gets it to go. Well, they have made life very difficult tonight on the young Hokies. Nice driving move there by Wilkins. Radford gives himself a good look from 18, and he buries that.
because one part of his game is he's such a great rebounder. You see another one, and then he can push the basketball and make plays for other players.
Couture with a nifty dunk.
That from Couture. Didn't know he had that in his game. Thought he was just a shooter.
Quick strike on the other end. Jack White will lay it in. Pace with both FSU and Louisville in a three-team dogfight in the ACC. That one goes down by Couture. Now that is his game.
That
38% from three.
Virginia Tech, once he makes that next one at 43s or more.
Wilkins slicing in, gives it off. It's Couture again to lay in two. Clock down to 9. He'll
Great
drive
pass.
and dish and the stuff.
Nice find by Jalen Cone.
So the Duke Blue Devils about to improve to 23-4 on the year, and that'll be swished in.
Tyrese Radford continues to play great basketball. 16-9 for him on the night.
Gonzaga and BYU coming up as Jones sticks two more. Has been one of the teams that has had that #1 ranking as well. Nothing new there. Cone with a jumper. Got it. That's a 3.
Recognizing you've got to find something to build on in this game. And the way they were hit early in this one, you're probably going to have to throw this tape away.
Duke very close to the season average of just over 82 points per game as Aline leans in for 2 and 1.
Remember, 2015 Kentucky getting to 38-0 and losing in the Final Four, the year that Duke won the national championship over Wisconsin. But everyone was more concerned about could Kentucky make it a perfect season.
It was over very quickly in terms of Duke just running away with it. They were very crisp on the dunk here. Ojiako with 2.
Cougars will definitely be up for this one at BYU.
Robinson with the block. Duke on the run and the slam. When a guy doesn't get many minutes, comes off the bench and does something like that, famous father or not. Wilkins back in the paint for 2. Seconds into the game, they were already up 6-0. Robinson will fire and knock it down from three-point land. Long one by Couture is around and out, and that does it. Duke wins this one in a romp, 88-64.